Okay, I think we're going. And there goes the music. Beautiful. Everything looks like it's working out. Let me refresh the stream. Make sure that it's all looking good and nice and beautiful. Oh, beans, hold on. Am I not live? It says online. Huh. I'm not following myself? Is that what this is? No, I gotta be live. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, okay, live. Sweet. Okay, how does it look then? And sound? Alright, well. You know, not the most gorgeous stream ever. It's a little sloppy, but I think it gets the job done. Alright. I'd kind of like to hear it also, just to get some estimate of the levels. This is the worst thing about streaming, by the way, is trying to hear and understand your own levels, especially when you don't have someone else to just listen to it. Because once it's good, I'm going to put the Twitter blast out, and I'm going to, like, tell people that this is happening, but until then. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get, props. Okay. I'll post the Twitter thing right now. Hold on. This might break something. Hold on. Ah! Alright, sweet. I moved my laptop further away from my mic, so that might hopefully mitigate some of the fan sounds. Okay. Oh, sweet. Of course the General Specific comes on. Alright, hello everyone. I'm Alan from Fireside Friends and Pop Modern Plays Associates. And this is the, hopefully, I guess, final live stream that I'm going to be doing from my laptop. This HP Pavilion DV7 laptop has stuck with me for 4 years. And it still works, absolutely still works. But it, what's it called? It's really old, and as you can hear, the fan is ridiculously loud. It's gotten louder over the years. Since I started college, my parents got me this. And 2 years ago, I think, or a year and a half ago maybe, the hinge broke. So I can't close it. It's just a mess, and it's gotten slower, and it's a real mess. But, you know, it's held through the entirety of Pop Modern, the website, Pop Modern Plays, the origins of Fireside Friends, Scape chats, numerous podcast recordings, paper after school paper, video editing for Pop Modern Plays, all of this stuff. It has lasted through absolutely astonishing. And I finally have gotten a job and the funds to build a computer, and so I have all the parts now. I just need to buy a monitor, and then I'm going to be good to go to build it. So that should be in the next, like, 2 weeks or so. And one of the things I'm most excited to do with that is to play games at, like, high fidelity and do fun streams like this one. But, you know, this computer still works, so I'm going to try. This is the last stream. The idea is we're going to try and figure out how to get, like, music sounding nice and good, and for everyone, like, the levels are good. So you can help if you're in the chat and you want to just, you know, let me know what can be worked on, because these are the settings that I'm probably going to roll with. I have a feeling, because the video bit rate's a little bit low according on the stream. I have it at like 2500 or something. I don't know really how to make it more clear. I think that's honestly just like this laptop just can't output video that nicely at a certain point, or OBS specifically, because obviously also the new computer will have like NVIDIA capture stuff. But anyways, beyond that, we're playing World of Warcraft. I'm on my main character, pretty much the only character I've been playing this expansion. It's my druid Alfurios. We're on the Rivendare server, and we're in the Dreamgrove right now, which is the druid class hall. And I'm on the Ravenlord mount, my favorite mount, probably my favorite mount. And so tonight we're gonna just do a couple more time walking dungeons because I have a quest in here to do a bunch of time walking. Where is it? Weekend event. A frozen path through time. So we need 3 more. I'm at 2 of 5. You just gotta finish 5 time walking dungeons, and you get a piece of heroic raid loot, which is really cool. You get a free seal of Broken Fate and a bunch of artifact power. So I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna get queued as a healer because healers are, obviously way more in demand than DPS. I main a DPS spec, but I've been working on my healer spec mostly through stuff like time walking. So now I'm in healer spec. Here's my dude. Oh, look at all these weird druids tonight. And you can see my cool purple transmog set. Even got the purple guardian staff. Wow. Wow. Like that one vine. And I just cleaned up my resto bars recently. I still have to put potions here, but I don't have any right now. And I don't know how to put items that you don't have in your bars. This stream's not going to be very long also. I'm just going to queue myself right now. And then I'm going to probably cut it at some point to eat dinner because I know that dinner's not soon, but it's going to happen. And also I don't know what I want to do after doing the 3 time walking dungeons. So it probably just came like an hour or 2 tops. And I'm going to queue as DPS and healer just because I would love to get put in as a healer, or as a DPS, but I'm not going to. So the queue, last time I did it was a couple seconds long. It shouldn't be too long. I also have the Grove Warden mount, which I'm using right now. This is from killing Heroic Archimond in Hellfire Citadel last expansion before this expansion came out, which I did thanks to another Twitch streamer actually. The Friendship Moose folks did a Twitch raffle, and I won it finally after many nights of staying up very late just to watch a stupid Twitch stream. And then they ran me through Heroic Archimond, and I got this mount, and it's really cool. And it flies also, but there's no flying in Legion yet, so I can't. It just jumps. It's a cool moose mount though. A couple people with the Lothian Prowlers. Ooh, a very big Corehound. The guy's got, what has he got that's doing it? Oh, I guess Heroism and other stuff. The Corehound's not usually that big. He's just got buffs. What song is this? This is a really nice song. Actually, the only annoying thing about the way this stream works is that if I Alt-Tab to look at stuff, then it's going to, like, mute the game and the music. So I can't, because I have Alt set to mute, and I don't, OBS is stupid. Hey, we got into one. Oh, I think it's the Nexus. Alright. So we're in the Nexus. This dungeon sucks. This is basically the worst one you can get for time walking because it's really long. But it's not hard. So I guess for people who don't know what they are, I keep talking about time walking and they're like, what the hell is time walking? Time walking is basically a thing that Blizzard added, I think last expansion as of Warlords of Draenor, if I'm not mistaken, where basically they can repurpose old 5-man dungeons and scale everybody down, like old as in like from previous expansions, and scale everybody down to the level that they would have been at that expansion's cap, and scale your gear down, and you can just do them. You can queue for them randomly, which I was just doing, and then you do them and you get loot that scales up, but it doesn't scale up a lot, so the loot's kind of terrible unless you're leveling like an alt. But it's fun, and it kind of like ran out of things. It wasn't very fun after a certain point last expansion, because you were like, well, I'm outgeared because I do any raids unless you're leveling an alt, like I said, or you're trying to get the time walking badges, which can get you like pets and stuff. But what am I trying to say? This expansion, they added this weekly quest. Whenever there's a time walking event, you can do 5 time walking dungeons. You just got to do them. You just have to finish them, which encourages people to group up and finish them, and etc. And then you get really, really good loot. You get one piece though. I mean, it might not be an upgrade, but it's something. So I'm doing them right now, and healing them is super easy because even though they scale you down level wise and stat wise, they don't account. They intentionally don't account for the fact that the like abilities in the game have gotten stronger. since this, because this is a Wrath of the Lich King 2008 dungeon. As you can tell, some of the textures are a little bad, even though I'm playing on low. They're even worse than normal, like Legion stuff. But they don't account for the fact that you've like the characters have gotten stronger since then. So we're just completely stomping all of this. And I remember actually doing the Nexus back in 2008, and it was not this easy at all. So unless you're working with absolutely like fresh 110s or something, time walking dungeons are super easy, which is also why I'm streaming them. So I don't have to like focus on anything except healing this tank who really wants to take a lot of damage. I believe there's a Purity Ring song in the background. I know Katie, my friend Katie, and my Fireside Friends co-host is a big... Wow, that was a boss, dog. Holy shit, I didn't even realize. I got loot. 820, and I'm 860. In Resto, I'm actually like 864 in my main spec. But I got this artifact. Every boss gives artifact power, which is going to level me up right now. Bam. Because my Resto weapon is not leveled up whatsoever. So every single thing I pick up is like instant level ups. At least for now. I'm going to very quickly hit that ceiling where they're not upgrades anymore. Because in balance, that was what, 1,000 artifact power? If I gave 1,000 artifact power to my balance weapon, my scythe, that'd be nothing. That'd be like less than half of a bar down here. I'm not going to get into explaining how artifact power works in this expansion, because it's basically, once you hit level 110, it's a way for you to like improve your weapon beyond that. It's the short and long of it in like the most common speak. You get it from basically everything, and there's no cap on your artifact. I don't think there's a cap. It might be like 50 or something, actually. My best one is like 27, so... and each of your specs have a different weapon that you get through a quest line. And since I'm a druid, there's 4 specs, so I have 4 weapons. It's the one I'm using, the Gahanir, the Mother Tree. There's Claws of Ursoc if you're a tank, Fangs of Ashmane if you're a melee DPS, and Scythe of Loon if you're me, or a range DPS. And that's my legendary fishing rod, which is very cool. Why am I trying to press Alt? Oh, I really hope I didn't I'm really trying not to hit Alt at any point, because that will mute everything. And I won't notice, because I'm not listening to the stream. I'm listening to Purity Ring. Oh, that is not going to show up, I hope. I should lower the volume. I dumped so many songs into the streaming playlist. I got really excited, right? Because I was making a playlist of like songs I want to put on in the background of streams. And I added so much stuff that I'm now hearing stuff. I'm like, shit, I added that? What is that? Oh, hold on. Might need to pause or end the stream soon. See, I could have started this stream later. Oh shit. Oh shit. I could have started the stream later when my sister was already home and wasn't going to come in. And I could have told her, hey, we're recording, but I wanted that to be natural and not embarrass her. So, also we just beat up the real first boss in that little period where she decided to play some music for us. Yeah, so I guess the one that I thought was trash was a bonus boss. That's why I was like wait, we just killed a boss, that kind of thing. And I got loot. I keep getting loot, and it's all garbage. It's all utter garbage. They don't even make offhands anymore because none of the artifact weapons have offhands. So offhands are useless. Literally trash. They're cool transmog sometimes, though. I think the stream actually looks fine. I have it kind of like on my iPad, so I can't see it clearly. I know the bitrate's probably not amazing. Like reading text probably sucks. But too bad. I'm a tree now. Oh, this part's kind of cool visually. And I think they were playing some Nighthawk, and not Nighthawk. Night something isn't playing right now. Oh, you know I can actually. I think I have a way to check what song is playing without tabbing out. Because my phone, it knows when. Yeah, see? Continue. Yeah, so this is Invaders by Nightrunner. My phone has a thing that lets me, or the Spotify app lets you say, like, hey, you're playing Spotify on something else. Do you want to switch it to your phone, or do you want to, like, look at what you're listening on your phone? And I have that set up, so. I guess I can talk more about the computer, because that's kind of the impetus for doing this stream, right? It's really cold, also. My hands are freaking freezing. Not just because we're in an ice dungeon. But yeah. I've been wanting to build a computer since I was very young, and back in like 2010 or something, my folks, we realized we needed a new desktop for the house, and they hired like a friend, like a business partner of my dad's. I wouldn't even call him a friend, to build us one, and I got excited because I was like, oh, this will be finally my chance to get like something resembling a gaming PC. Oh, this is gorgeous, by the way. Got mana worms in the sky, and the guy. He was like super sketchy, and he built us a terrible PC and installed it incorrectly. Oh, this is Porter Robinson. Very nice. Lionhearted, I think. And it was really bad, but it was like better than what we used to have. So I was like, I remember playing Bioshock 2 and like Just Cause 2, 2010 classics, like Bioshock 2 and Just Cause 2. And I had friends over one night. And not one night, it was like during the day. This is like right when I started having friends come over in high school. And they were like, I was like, oh, check out the new PC. And we played the beta of Battlefield 3. That really dates me. Oh, sweet, I can do double dots. And we would play, like, one of us would be holding the mouse and the other one would be on the keyboard, which was a very cool way to do that. Just to like have fun with it, and it ran fine. And I remember being like, "Oh my god, this is like the closest thing I'm ever gonna get." And then recently, I got hired at a place. Ooh, 1,000 artifact power. I think they've all been 1,000 actually. I'm just dumb. Oh, this is a good part of the song. That'll look good on the stream. Where was I? Yeah, so I got a job, and I spent the first couple paychecks on my applications to grad school, basically. And then those were done, and I said, all right, now it's time to start saving up and build a gaming computer for myself, entirely with my own paychecks. I've been working my butt off. And I have a friend who's going to help me do the actual building and help me pick out parts, and has just been incredibly helpful in the learning process. Because for me, actually, learning about how to build a computer has been as interesting as, like, the excitement around having it. Because... they're throwing mushrooms for no reason. What's it called? I don't know. I like learning about how things work, and how they are built, and how they work in tandem with each other. And if you ever read up on like how computers work and the magic that's going on in there, it's fucking bananas. Like I got the processor today, the CPU, which is weird because I bought it like yesterday afternoon, so it shipped in less than 24 hours from Newegg, even though I didn't get like expedited shipping or anything like that. And it's like this tiny little box, and it was like $200. And I was asking my friend like how like, what do processors even do that's like all these parts? And he was basically like, yeah, they are building things on a subatomic level to make processors work, and using like light and energy to build them and to put the parts together in there. Super interesting, weird stuff like that. But if people are interested, I guess if I can remember all of it, my build basically goes, I started with the RAM. I got just like 8 gigs of RAM. A lot of people have been like, why would you not get more than 8 gigs of RAM in 2016? And it's like, I don't know anything. And no game uses more than 8 gigs of RAM. And RAM is cheap, and I have upgradable slots, so if I ever want to get like double that, 16 is more than enough. So if I feel like doing that, I will. But for now, it's just going to be 8. It's like Kingston HyperX DDR4 or whatever. And I got the hard drives next. I got an SSD refurbished on eBay for like $100. It's like a 500 gigabyte SSD. Very nice price. Seems to be a really good one. I'm going to install most of my games to that, obviously, for the loading times and stuff. I got a regular hard drive for a terabyte. That was like, I want to say $50. I got the power supply. I was originally going to get like a really fancy Corsair gold power supply. And then my friend was like, you do not need 500. Like, we are definitely going overboard on the watts. That's like the only thing you really need to know when you're buying a power supply is like, does this feed the number of watts that my computer is putting out, you know? And you want to always be over as opposed to close or under, because under means it won't work and close means you might hit it. You might hit the number. So, because like a 500 watt, even though my thing uses like 290 watts, and I got like a bronze one just because instead of $100 I paid like 50. And then the motherboard is just a micro ATX that I got recently. It's a micro. A lot of people are like, why not get the Z170? And it's like, I don't plan on doing like overclocking or anything that a Z170 board does that my micro board can't do. And that was also pretty cheap. It was like 50-60 bucks. You can actually build a really, really top tier gaming PC for not that much, is what I've been learning. If you spend your money on the right parts at the right time. Because if you burn all your money on your, for example, like your motherboard or your hard drive, and then you skimp on, let's say, the GPU or something, you're playing yourself, because the GPU is going to be doing all the heavy lifting. So for the GPU, I was originally just looking at an MSI, or an EVGA GTX 1070. Well, I was actually looking at 1060 at first, and then I was like, I can go higher than that. 1060 is like it won't last me that long. It won't be competitive for very long. It's already being phased out by a lot of games. Excuse me. And then, so I went up to 1070 EVGA, and then I started reading the reports like literally this week or something that were saying that EVGA 1070s and 1080s were catching on fire because they had terrible heat problems based on a driver. Apparently they fixed that stuff, but at the same time I saw a big sale on an MSI 1070 that was like $100 off. So I bought that. I got an MSI 1070, just a regular, I don't know the specifics other than that. That hasn't arrived in the mail yet. I got it from Jet.com, which is like an associate of Walmart. And they do weird sale stuff like, if you opt out of free returns, then we take a discount off of your price. And if you opt out of, what's the other one? There's a bunch of weird stuff. Like, or if you pay with a debit card, you pay less. Which is also weird because then that feels kind of scammy. But I think it's just because it's easier for them to get your money directly out of a debit card than a credit card. So I used a bunch of those discounts and got it for a nice price. And what pieces am I? Oh, shit, I pulled something. Pulled a tree. We're almost done with this dungeon, by the way. We only got one boss left. Karastraz is fun, if I remember correctly. Carry. What other parts are there? I can, like, turn and look at them right now. I got a wireless adapter because my router is in the other room. And I don't want to extend a Ethernet cable across several rooms. So, I'm going to put a wireless adapter in it. Run on my pretty fast Verizon Wi-Fi. I feel like that's everything. Oh, and then the case, obviously. It's just a Define R5, Fractal Design Define R5. It's like one of the most common no frills cases these days because it's big and it has soundproofing, which was very important to me because of this, as you can hear, very loud fan. I said I want my next computer to have no noise if possible. So it's got like literal soundproofing and stuff. And that was actually on a really nice sale for like $90 or something on NCIX. And I was going to buy it just from there and order it. But the shipping was like $30 because it's huge. It's a really big case. And then I realized that I could just go to a Micro Center because I was with a family friend who has a car. He was like, I'll drive you to Micro Center. And we went there and they price matched it and I got it in the store and dragged it through the rain to his car and then took it home. So that Define R5 has already been through quite a bit for a case that I haven't used yet. And it's been sitting next to my desk for weeks at this point. I got the RAM back in September. That's how long I've been working on this build. Just for people. Like, so basically 2 months of saving. Hold on. A lot of background noises, sorry. Oh, they're going to activate the boss. So you have to click all these Anomalous' containment sphere. And then they're going to... There she is. Alright. I'm going to put dots on her because I can. And then I'm going to heal her. We're almost done here, folks, with our first dungeon of 3. Nobody in chat. Still. Y'all slacking. I saw that Ryan liked my tweet about the stream, but they're not in here. And I'm really mad. Can I break this root? I can't. Oh, yes I can. Just tree form. Oh, because tree form's cosmetic. It doesn't count as a form. That's silly. I had no idea. I got rooted, which means I was stuck to the ground for 9 seconds. But you can break root if you switch forms. Oh, well, the dungeon is done. See, I just switch forms and then break out of it. And I got the same mace I got back in the day. The War Mace of Unrequited Love. Look at this shit. This was so cool back in the day. And had good stats, too. Coming. Okay, folks. That was our first dungeon. We're gonna end the stream for now. I'm gonna go eat dinner, as you just heard. And then I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna do my other 2, and then we're just gonna hang out. So, stay classy, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.